Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, what? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm back here. I had to cut the video for a second. But anyways. Hey guys, I'm up here in the studio in Vermont, and this is going to kind of be a different video. There's going to be a little bit of guitar porn in it, but it's also going to show off a little bit of the equipment, you know, that I can't keep at home because, you know, my house is way too small. But I'm sitting here in it's a converted dance studio or yoga studio. And it's been converted into a recording studio, and it's a really big live sounding room with a lot of equipment in it. I mean, you can see behind me, there's like an entire row of guitars, just about 70 guitars just in this room. So it's kind of excessive, but I want to do a little video about one of my favorite basses, okay? And this bass is my Alembic Epic. Okay, and it's a really beautiful bass. Alembic basses, if you're not familiar with them, have been used by everyone from Jack Cassidy, from Jefferson Airplane. John Entwistle from The Who was really famous for using, you know, the Arrowhead Exploiter bass, which is basically an Explorer body, you know, with Alembic, you know, craftsmanship and parts in it, and pickups and electronics. Then, you know, Stanley Clark's Signature Series, John Paul Jones used one, Greg Lake used one. So, I mean, Alembics have been around since the 60s. There are many like them, but this is one of mine. This is an Alembic Epic, okay? And this was actually the lowest. This was the low end of the Alembic spectrum. This was like their entry-level bass. Now, mind you, when this thing was new, I think the list retail price for this was about $5,000, or at least that's what it said on the website. Or maybe $5,000 was for the 6-string, and this was maybe $4,000. They were they're very high-end, and this was the low of the high-end. But this is a great bass. Now, this one needs a lot of work. I'm going to focus down on it, okay? And we're just gonna kind of look at the bass. I'm gonna get situated here, okay? And as you can see, it's got a pretty simple control layout setup. It has a volume, okay? A pan, okay? Your bass control, and there's detents in the middle of these, and of course your treble control and your volume here. So this is a beautiful piece of maple on the top. This would be like a maple, kind of like a burl, or you know, it's very highly figured, with a mahogany back, maple neck. You know, it's got a it has a 3-piece maple neck, if you can see that, okay, and it has also gold Alembic tuners, okay, and these are very high quality instruments, and also, of course, the propriety Alembic bridge, made out of solid brass, and of course the Alembic soap bar pickups. This bass needs a bit of work because the frets have all kind of, throughout the years, they've come loose, so they're They're all up and down like this, and what I have to do is actually take this to a competent guitar repairman who has actually the tools to do what's known as a fret mill, where they take it and they just level off all the frets so they're all the same height and straightness, and basically, they get it so it's not, buzzing. But yep, hold on. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, what? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm back here. I had to cut the video for a second. But anyway, so I'm back with my Alembic, and this bass has got a really awesome brass nut. The nut is fully adjustable, okay, and the bridge is fully adjustable, and it's got double truss rods under inside this compartment. These truss rods are great to work on because they really leave you a lot of room, but you have to work on them with a box wrench, small combination wrench, 1/4 inch, and you basically take the cover off, and there's 2 rods, and you can adjust them from the heel of the neck. So that's how the neck adjusts on these. If you can find one of these on the used market, because I believe these have been discontinued from Alembic, you can get one of these in the under $2,000 range. And if you can find one, reasonably priced under $1,500, I suggest you jump on it, because these things are doing nothing but increasing in value at this point. So these are real collectible basses. They do depreciate in value if you buy them brand new. They go down, and the biggest competition for brand new Alembic basses is actually used Alembic basses. But enough of me talking. I'm just going to play a couple of riffs. Now this is with all the EQs just set center, okay, and the pan set center. So this is both pickups, volume all the way up, bass and treble control at the D10, okay? You can hear the string response on this. It's just beautiful, and this is coming through my camera mics, and I'll show you the amp that we're referencing through at this point. It's this Eden right here, really beautiful amp, sitting next to that Marshall 1960 B cabinet, which is one of mine I got it, I don't know, about 10 years ago, and I just didn't have room for it anymore in the house. So I kind of brought it here, and of course there's the gong and a bass that, oops, I'm losing my camera. Let me tighten that up. Oops, and there you go. I just lost the camera. So let me situate myself here for a second. Okay, well anyway, this is the Eden amp. I'm kind of zooming in a little bit. This is a really beautiful amp. I would love to buy one of these myself. One, because of the size of it, and the thing on top of the head is a wireless unit, and then you can see the actual amplifier itself, and then the speaker cabinet under it. I mean, easily fit in the back seat of a subcompact car. 2 10-inch speakers with a tweeter, and I gotta tell you, I mean, just listen to this. I'm gonna aim the camera at it, and this is just a limit. Listen to this E string, guys. Big, fat, solid tone. Really great amplifier, and really a great bass guitar. Okay, so now that we know what amp we're coming from, just going to do a quick demonstration. One of my favorite riffs, is a song my friend wrote. I always play it, and I guess I owe him a royalty every time I do it. So, so you can really feel this bass has a fantastic natural string resonance. It's a 34-inch scale. Like I said, it's got the Alembic logo, which I mean looks like a piece of jewelry that they put on the headstock. Really beautiful instrument. And like I said, if you can find one of these online, and if you can get it in the under $1,500 range, I would jump on it. I would jump on it immediately, because these things, you find them, you see them every now and then. Most of the people who list them online will negotiate on these with you. And I got this one. If I told you how I found it, well, I will, and it's going to make you cry. I was in a music shop in Oneonta, New York. I was on lunch break. And I went to the pizzeria to get a slice of pizza. I just happened to walk into the music store, and this was hanging on the wall. And it was on consignment, and it had a price on it, I think, of like $1,350. And I told the guy there, I said, if I walked in, if I went to the bank right now, came back with $1,200 cash, would you let me walk out with it? And he told me basically that he'd have to call the owner and see if he would go for it. And lo and behold, when I went back out on coffee break, he said, yup, it's fine. I walked into the bank, withdrew the money, walked back into the store, and boom, this thing was mine. Really wonderful instrument. I'm so glad I have it. My friend, he actually polished it. What did you use to polish this?
Shinola.
Shinola, no. What was this stuff called?
Mother's milk.
Mother's milk. Anyway, I have to...
Bull semen.
Bull semen, okay. Yeah, we know which way this video is going. Anyway, he did a beautiful polish job on it. So if you do find one of these on the used market, really, and it hasn't been thrown down a flight of stairs or, tossed into the back of the equipment truck without its case too many times. Really great instruments. I have never found a bass with better response in the low frequencies than the Alembics. And anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe and follow. Anyway, guys, keep on rocking in the free world.